Hi, and welcome. We're the Weasley sisters. This is episode 108. I'm Naturally Nitty, also known as Jessica.
I'm Starkitz, also known as. Today is May 1st. This is our weekly podcast. If this is your first time watching, welcome. If you're a returning listener, thanks for coming back.
So, grab your knitting, or crochet, or spinning, or whatever you're doing, and craft along with us. We're going to be doing a planning podcast since it's the first of the month, actually the first day of term. So we're going over classes and stuff. Yay!
Yay! Our life can start now that term is back.
I know. Get back to normal.
So, first up, let's go over the advanced studies.
Okay. So,
Newts, you should have already proposed and started. If you're doing a newt, like I am and Jessica is, the 50% benchmark is May 31st.
So you should be at like 25% right now.
Right.
Which I'm not. But that's okay.
I'm not either. We'll talk about that later. Next up are owls. You can start proposing them today. They're due proposed by the 31st.
Oh my.
Owls are something that will take you
About 3 months.
about 3 months of work. So
Big
a bigger project like your sweater or something else that will take you a lot of time, like a big lace shawl.
Or you can do multiple items, like there's socks. Like 4? I forget the number. It's been a while. Anyways, bigger projects for owls. Moving on.
Order of the Phoenix.
Oh, I didn't read that.
Okay. I just scrolled way past it.
So you can start proposing your brooms to the mission chiefs using the header that's given on May 4th till the 14th. Sorry, I'm like reading. I'm a little slow today.
It's okay.
And those are like 6 to 8 week projects. So like a medium sized shawl, or if you're, a good fast knitter, then a big shawl, or whatever.
And I'm a slow knitter, so shawls are where I usually do order missions as shawls.
Yeah,
okay. Then we have Quidditch, which is awesome.
And I didn't read it, so I'm excited to hear about it.
I totally read it. So we're going to be we're going to the Quidditch World Cup 2014. And we are going to support the teams. And there's a list of teams, and we'll link it. It's in post number 5. So for each round, you will craft an item that supports the country that you're cheering for using the required yardage minimums listed below. Points will be awarded as listed. I'm going to read through all the rounds and then talk a little bit more about the other stuff. So, round 1 is craft and submit up to 3 projects. There is no yardage minimum. Each project will be awarded for 15 points. A student may only support a national team once during this round. So if you do 3 projects, they must be for 3 different teams. Now, round 2. Craft and submit up to 2 projects. Each project must be a minimum of 100 yards or be crafted for charity without a yardage minimum. We like the charity Quidditch. Now, each project will be awarded 20 points. A student may only support a national team once during this round. If 2 projects are submitted, it needs to be for 2 different teams. Round 3. Craft and submit 1 project using a minimum of 200 yards. Complete projects will be awarded 25 points. Semi-final round. Craft an object and submit 1 project using a minimum of 300 yards. These will be awarded 30 points. Final round. Craft and submit one project using a minimum of 450 yards. Completed projects will be awarded 45 points. Very important note. A student must complete and submit a project in the previous round to be eligible to submit a project for the following round. A student needs to participate in round 1 to participate in round 2. For rounds 1 and 2, the maximum number of projects do not need to be submitted, only the minimum.
You have to participate in the first one if you want to do the second, and the
Yes,
second
and
and
the
first if you want to do the third,
The first,
and so on and so on.
right. So the first round 1 is May 2nd through the 11th. You only have a little bit of time to do this. There's no yardage minimum, so you can get your blanket squares in for that.
Or Jessica cozies. I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, blanket squares. I have a few to make.
I have a few that I need to make, and I'm thinking I might put them there. Now, the teams in the brackets, like I said, are on page 25, and we'll link it, or not page, post 25.
25 or 5?
I'm sorry, post 5. It's been a long time. So yeah. So then, you want to talk about what newt you're doing?
Yes. I am doing a Transfiguration Defense Against Dark Arts newt, and I am doing 2 more blankets, the exact same except for colors that I just did for the girls. It's the Granny Stripe blanket by Addict 24. I think her name is Lucy something. It's on Ravelry, Granny Stripe blanket. It's super simple. This is Gabe's. He requested black, reds, and blue. Or black, red, and blue. And then I added gray and then denim in. But I'm not too insanely far. I should be halfway done with this one because I have 2 blankets to do. And a pair of socks, which I finished. Because I had to do a new heel. Oh, they were just in the washer, so they're kind of fuzzy. I made them for my mom, our mom, out of the Knit Picks Felici, the sport weight. They're super soft after being washed. The heel I did, my ends came through. The heel I did was from the Crystal sock, I believe it is, or it's called the Crystal heel. It was like a pattern on knitty.com, and basically it's an afterthought heel, and I did a true afterthought. I didn't like knit with waste yarn and then come back and knit. I just cut and snipped, or first I picked up stitches and then I cut and snipped the yarn out. Anyways, so it is, I'm going to try and open it up here a little bit. It's like a hat where it spirals kind of, and it decreases on 4 spots. But the cool thing about it, it's really deep compared to other, and it kind of looks funny on the sock. If you see, it's all like bunchy and stuff. But like you knit like 3 rounds first, and then you decrease at 4 spots, and then you knit 3 rounds and decrease, and 3 rounds and decrease, and 3 rounds and decrease, and then you do every 2 for a few times, I forget, and then every round for like 2 or 3 more times, and then you Kitchener a few stitches. But I tried them on, and like it fits your heel really nice. Like, because I think a lot of times socks get stretched out right here because you don't have a big enough gusset or heel to like make up, because like that part of your foot and your heel is big. Anyways, so it was cool. I think I'd do it again. and I gave them to my mom. I made them for Mother's Day, but I figured I'd give them to her early because she's been pretty cold lately and wearing wool socks. So they're done. I need to I took pictures, but I need to update my project page.
Cool.
Alright, that was kind of like going back in reverse for like
That's
a normal podcast.
No. So, what do you think you're going to do for an order mission? Or are you not doing one this time?
Maybe a sweater.
Yeah, you do knit fast.
Not like a hard one. Probably I might make Mom's sweater for her that I was spinning yarn for, which means I'd have to actually spin the yarn for it too. Maybe I could do those for classes this first month. When do order missions start?
Not till the 18th.
So I'd have like 2 weeks. I mean, I have some of the yarn spun. I don't know. I haven't thought about it too much.
Okay. And
I'll probably do one.
To get your Quidditch in soon, if you're doing Quidditch at all.
I do want to. It sounds fun. I'll probably do 2 blanket squares at least for round one.
Yeah. Okay. I also am doing a newt. And I'm calling it the epic washing of the fleece newt. Because I'm washing like a bunch of fleece. I'm processing like a portion of each of them. So yeah. That's what I'm thinking of. And that's what I'm doing. For my order mission, I'm thinking about, I have this great pattern that I love, that I won. I'm pulling it up on my thing. But I have some Mad Tosh that I want to knit it from.
You have Mad Tosh?
It's bright pink. The pattern is called Medusa.
Oh, that's pretty.
And I think that I could maybe do that for an order mission. And for Quidditch, I figure I'll do like a blanket square or 2 for the first one, just so it's open for the second one. I haven't decided.
Yeah.
Okay. On to classes.
Alright.
Okay, I can go. First up, I found it. We have Paramagical Creatures. The Periton. We need to work quickly. Use your magic to entice the Periton to come to you. Trap it humanely or treat it humanely or... Sorry, I have to scroll over. And treat its infected hoof.
Nay.
If you want, you may work in groups of 3 to solve all 3 problems for possible bonus points. Establish your teams early and announce them in the thread before the 18th. When you turn in your homework, make sure you link to your teammates' turn-ins. So basically, for Paramagical Creatures, you go to Camp Hagrid, which I envision is like Camp Half-Blood, only with scary creatures.
Yeah.
But, yeah, that's what I envision.
So, do you have any ideas for that?
No. They just say to treat the hoof, like, I guess this animal has the front of something, and the back as a...
The front are like hooves, and the back is like, I think like I'll say
chicken.
A chicken. Yeah. I think to treat its hoof, I'm gonna use this class for our cardio sock swap socks.
That's a good idea. That reminds me, I was supposed to send out Reducio yesterday, but I didn't, and I asked for an extension because I just didn't have time to do it all. So I have some socks that I need to knit for that, like mini socks.
Okay.
So that's a good idea, actually.
But like, I was reading through, and a lot of these prompts are pretty open this month.
Yeah.
So like, I'm like, I could do anything, and I'm kind of like, I don't know. All right. So next up is charms. The Portus charm, where you make a portkey out of an everyday object. So craft something that can be used as a portkey. It must include some blue because when you do the Portus charm, it has a blue glow to it. I don't know if they said glow. I forget. So it doesn't have to be all blue, but you have to have some blue in it. And that's it. I might spin for that. Or not. You can do anything. It just has that blue in it.
A ton of any blue.
Yeah, just a little blue. And if it is just a little bit, you need to like point it out in your post instead, just so they aren't like squinting and trying to find if there's actually blue or not. So yeah.
I apologize for being part of it today. Next up we have Defense Against the Dark Arts. To celebrate the double six domino, that would be divination. I'm sorry.
Bioluminescence.
Bioluminescence. Your assignment is to craft something inspired by a bioluminescent organism. This could be the physical organism, where the organism lives, what the organism uses the bioluminescence for, the color of light it produces, etc. We will be accepting non-RAF crafts with prior approval and especially encourage the unusual, i.e. non-textile ones. Go crazy. I have some glow-in-the-dark yarn, so maybe I can make something with that. But I don't know.
I have a little bit too, actually. It's what you sent me. I was thinking of making some sort of stuffed animal. I don't know. Or or I don't know. Do they make glow-in-the-dark fabric that you can sew with?
I don't know. They make glow-in-the-dark fabric paint. So you could make something and like paint on it. Or glow-in-the-dark paint. Because that would rock. I like glow-in-the-dark.
Me too. Alright. Moving on. Divination. Celebrate the double six domino. To celebrate the double six domino, we are looking for an object or objects that are made up of exactly 6 distinct parts. For example, these components can be types of stitches or stitch patterns. They can be colors, they can be plies. What is important here is how you explain your object is clearly composed of 6 parts. So, I was thinking I wanted to try, I did it once before, spinning, well, I did it differently, but I want to spin 2 bobbins of yarn and then Navajo ply them together, making it a 6 ply. But it'll kind of like be a mashup because I want to take 2 different yarns and do it.
Yeah, that'll be.
Yeah, I thought it would be pretty cool. Or cool, or interesting at least.
I have no idea what I would do.
You could, like if you need to do blanket squares for like charity or something, you could just make sure it has 6 colors, or you know what I mean, like kind of do anything that has 6 distinct parts.
True.
But,
Or make sense.
or I wonder if different stitch patterns. So could you do like, I don't know all the crochet stitches. Are there 6 different things you could do?
Yeah, you could do different stitch patterns probably.
Anyways. So there's things you can do.
Where am I? Okay. Next up, we have flying. Room packing. Craft an item or items to get your belongings home from school when you're shopping on your room. Extra points may be given for creative photos of your locomotion notions. Non-wrap crafts are accepted. I'm probably going to sew for this one because I have a few special orders. So that's what I'm going to make.
I was thinking of sewing 2. I don't know.
And they said, like, don't necessarily, it doesn't have to be bags, but
Right.
a bag works, so that's what I'm doing.
Yeah. I was thinking like a bucket basket type thing. So whatever.
Yeah. We're coming up with great ideas tonight.
Sorry. I'm out of it. But I'm sorry. Alright. So, herbology. It's all about flowers. So, your assignment this month is that they would like you to take inspiration from the blooms you see. Craft or dye a garden of color, or pick a favorite flower for your inspiration. Fun enough. I think I'm going to spin for that episode. So, I should probably spin Mom's yarn. So, that's not really flowery colors. It's brown.
No. But
It's dead flowers.
you could say the orange is the petals and the brown is the ground that they fell.
I'm sure I can fit that into somewhere else too, though.
They dried out.
No, I picked out a fiber that I was going to start spinning, but I didn't get around to it today. And it's purple and yellow, so that's what I was going to use for this class. But
I have those green Rolex you sent me. I could totally spin them. It's the first. I can spin them. I might spin them. For this class. I'm going to type it in so that I am like locked in.
But they're green. What flower is green?
I will find a flower that is green. But most of the time when we talk about what we're going to do for this class, for these classes, I turn them in totally different anyways.
Yeah, I do too. I use it as a jumping off point.
Yeah.
Alright. Oh, you're next.
Me. History Magic. Flame Freezing Charm. For your homework, we'd like you to create something that tickles your fancy so much that you have made or would make it multiple times. There is no need to show us any previous projects. However, do explain about this project and what makes you enjoy it so much. And I have to say, you need to go read the threads because this one has a picture in it that I couldn't figure out how it related to the story at all. So I need someone to go look at it and explain it to me because I'm dumb.
I can't think of what it was. I read all the front.
Yeah. Anyways, so I have, again, my Reducio swap, and I was going to make a little, a little phoenix out of this yarn, but I started making it, and I don't like it at all. It looks like candy corn. This yarn. So I think I might put this yarn back and get other yarn and make that mini pig pattern that I made. It's not a pig. Pig widgeon.
Okay, yeah.
The owl. And just make a mini owl for that. It's not original, but I'm on a time crunch. I'm already late, and I'm kind of stressing.
I'm backing down classes. I want to finish this week, so I'm taking it easy.
But I'm gonna type that in right here because I've made that thing a lot of times and I liked it.
You liked it so much you made a pattern.
Yeah, I made it a pattern.
Okay, so on to potions. We have to identify the potion, and it gives a list of the ingredients and directions of how to make this potion. So craft something that resembles the potion as it is brewing, or the ingredients used to make it. This can include colors that the potion burns, colors that the potion turns during brewing: turquoise, pink, red, blue, silver, or green. You can use one or more of these colors, but it should be obvious that you are using one of these colors in your project. Or you can craft something that resembles one of the ingredients used in the potion. Fairy wings, dragonflies, eggs, or seahorses. Craft something that resembles the brewing process itself. Heating and adding items to get a desired color, dyeing. Stirring the ingredients in the round, spinning, or having to watch over it, and it needs your attention. So, that's pretty wide open too.
Yeah. I kind of want to go to the Harry Potter wiki and find out what it is. Because you get bonus points if you identify. Maybe.
I googled it.
What is it?
I'm totally not telling you. Actually, I forgot what it was called, but I did find it. I was going to write it on here, but I didn't want to give it away.
Okay.
Though, if people are going to start posting it, like, it's probably in the thread already.
Well, so just say it.
I forget what it is. Like, I did find it out, but I forgot. So I'll have to Google it again.
But that one's kind of fun, because you can do all kinds of colors. I was thinking maybe if I have time dyeing with those colors.
Oh, that would be fun.
But, you know, we'll see.
That's the last.
It's only the first, so. Yeah.
Though dyeing is a nice, easy thing to get a class out of the way.
Okay, so that's our planning podcast. We hope we helped you more than we helped ourselves.
I know. We're kind of lame today. I'm sorry.
Yeah, we are sorry. So we're going to do a catch-up because we haven't done a podcast at the beginning of April. And it was kind of a crappy month. So that's why we didn't podcast.
Yep.
So, with that, let's go on to Mojo. Do you have any Mojos?
The only one was the socks, and I showed that already.
Okay.
Blah,
Okay.
There. Okay.
What are your works in progress then?
This. That's it.
So I...
Like, I'm so lame.
No, that's okay. It's been a crappy month, and we'll talk about that in random randomness. So I don't have a true Mojo finished object, but
I have Voldemort Mojo on my shirt.
Mojo Jojo.
Yes.
Okay, so I finished my first Stitch Surfer sock.
They're so pretty. I love them.
It is. And then I started the second one, and I'm just on the toe. So that is like a Mojo work in progress. Though I kind of set it down because, I don't know, for whatever reason, it's just taking me forever to knit. It's fun to knit, but I think it's because I don't really like to make socks by themselves.
Yeah.
So, anyways, that's in my Doctor Who bag. And it's on my Chiagu's US size 1, 2.25. 1.25? 2.25. whatever the size one is. And I think that these Chiagus are my most favorite sock needles ever.
Really? Why?
They are steel, so they don't bend like the aluminum ones. Well, they would if you really tried to, but they're really sturdy. The join is super nice, and they're not too dull, but they're not too pointy. Does that make sense? So, while that I have that, and it's a lot of fun to work on those. For whatever reason, today I was feeling I should finish. I should pull out something that I can finish today, hopefully, which isn't going to happen as it's 10:43 for detention. So I pulled out my Tortoise Sock Stage 1 last year socks, which is why I'm not joining Tortoise Sock this year, because these are Stage 1 from last year. And I started knitting on them. And I remembered why I stopped. These needles suck. They really do. These are the collage square needles.
Okay.
They suck. The join is bad, so like the yarn gets caught on it every time. They're so flippin' pointy. It's like working with a needle, like a sewing needle. You poke your fingers and you bleed. You see how pointy that is? It's hard to see because it's that pointy. But I have like maybe an inch to go before I start decreasing for the toe. Yeah. So that's not going to happen tonight, but maybe this month sometime. We'll see. That's not the only work in progress that I have that I need to finish, which I think these won't be finished till next month or something, because this other project that I'm working on, I'm measuring it right now. Yeah, I have like an inch to go before I start decreasing for the toe. But, yeah. But like I said, they're so pointy, it takes me a lot longer to knit because I can't do my fast knitting because they will hurt. So these needles suck. Like, I like them because they're square and they do like even stitches and stuff. But the join and the points suck. Like, they're not like good pointy points, they're bad. Anyways, on to the next project. Bella and Madison, they got on Netflix, they got Pokemon Indigo League. So the original Pokemon TV show is now on Netflix. So we started watching them. Madison then started making a Ninetales, which is a Pokemon that has 9 tails. And it's like a dog or a cat. I don't know. I think it's a dog. Anyways, she started making one, and I think it's a fire Pokemon. So Bella wanted one, a Pokemon, and she picked out a Charmander. And it could not wait until the first, so I had to start it last month. So I have its body. Kind of looks like a Charmander or a duck. So that's all I have done. I need to do its feet, hands, and tail to finish that. So those are my works in progress. So I think the Charmander will be my detention project for this month. And the other two will go into hibernation until I have time to work on them. Okay. Next up, you spin me right round.
Oh, Fredsicle.
Did you forget your...
I did. I finished spinning. I haven't figured. The yarn. I spun some Rolex for SoCal Megan on Instagram. She doesn't spin, but she wanted.
Yeah, it's fun.
Really liked it. Anyways, so there it is.
Very pretty.
I did long draw. It was with my Rolex. Did I say that already? And spun it really thin. Like she wanted sock yarn-ish. She wasn't too picky, but she wanted it thinner, so she could do more with it. But as I was spinning it, I was doing it like really thin. So like midway through, I did a little sample of a 2-ply and a 3-ply, or Navajo ply rather. And I decided to go with the Navajo ply because I just liked how it was better. So I Navajo plied it. So I didn't get 400 yards. I only got 300 out of 4 ounces, which isn't bad. It's a little thicker than sock, so it's like a sport weight-ish. So yeah, it's done.
What's it?
That's it. I was gonna start spinning something else today, but I didn't.
Okay.
Sorry.
So, can you stop like drinking Coke and coffee? I'm trying to say.
I should be drinking coffee.
So my epic washing of the fleece newt. I have a fiber report. The Jacob is all washed, and 3 to 4 ounces of it is processed. The Lincoln Border Leicester, 1.5 pounds of it is washed. I'm sorry, just 1 pound of it is washed, and 3 to 4 ounces of it is also processed. The Suffolk, I don't know. The other one is washed, only 1 pound. And it also has 3 to 4 ounces of it processed. And the Cormo has about 1 to 2 pounds of it washed, and maybe 1 ounce of it processed. I didn't actually finish processing it when I was there. So then mohair, the mohair is combed and spun. I just need to ply it. It's sitting on my wheel over there. I forgot to bring it over. And that I only had to do 1 ounce of processing for it. And I can honestly say I really don't like mohair. It makes my nose itch. Even in the raw form. So that's all the spinning or not spinning that I've done. Washing the fleece.
That's good though.
That's what I've done. But I actually haven't done it for a while, so I'm a little behind on my newt.
Right. I was going to say, what all do you have to do yet?
Okay. So today I was wondering the same thing. So I went and I wrote down my newts.
Oh, good. Oh, so you're getting
So I wrote down like the 50%.
Mm-hmm.
And then I realized writing with marker, I write too big. So I got a pen out and wrote the actual stuff. So I need to ply the mohair, spin the Jacob, finish processing 4 ounces of Cormo, and clean the whole Cormo fleece for my 50%. So the cleaning, I should probably start that right away because that I can only do in small increments.
Right.
And then it has to dry. So it's like a couple of days each. So.
And then just a bunch of spinning to do. That's not too bad.
What? Say that again?
I said, and then just some spinning to do after that. That's not too bad.
Yeah. Then my 75%, I have to clean 2 fleeces, spin them, all the sheep fleeces, and start an alpaca fleece. Because I tried to put the alpaca fleeces at the end because then I can be outside and I won't get all the grossness inside. Not that the sheep aren't gross, but like you can push the lanolin out, but the alpaca are dusty, and I want to just do it outside and not have that inside. So that's what I'm doing.
Cool.
So then, we have, sorry, okay. So we have weaving, sewing, nothing going on with that. Gym. Our new cardio sock swap has started.
I'm excited.
You should have your partner,
Yes.
and you can begin to start knitting, cardio knitting for them. Your socks that you're making for them only needs to be cardio knitted partially. But like we're trying to get you to do cardio. So like 25 to 50% of those socks should be knit while on a bike or walking in circles or something like that. Something cardio-ish.
And if you're doing that, I want a video.
Yeah. But, yeah, I didn't work out today.
I need to pick out yarn for my person. I'm excited.
I need to as well. And I think I'm probably just going to do vanilla socks, plain vanilla socks.
That's what I'm planning on. Or maybe ribbed.
Yeah.
On the leg and the top part of the foot.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Because I like how those fit.
Okay.
Is all. So I think randomness?
Yes, randomness. By fact this month, because both Jessica and I
totally forgot.
Are fat contributors.
Yay!
So you go to naturallynitty.com or startits.etsy.com, and each item that you purchase from either of our shops is a ticket for you to enter to win $150 and the super box. $150 gift certificate, not straight up dollars.
It's kind of like that though. I mean, it's yarn money.
Or fiber.
Whatever.
Or bags. Or wherever.
Same difference.
Awesomeness.
So yeah. Can I talk about my bobbin?
Yes, it's random. Go ahead.
Randomly. Okay, so last time I'm pretty sure I told you about this. I think I talked about it.
I was angry you didn't tell me about
Oh yeah, that's right. Anyways, okay, so it came.
I love it.
I'm trying to see if I can like see if you can see that a little better. So that's one side, and this is a shot bobbin, so it has a smaller whirl here and a bigger one on this side. So they're not exactly the same on each side, but they're so pretty. Okay, so it was made on a 3D printer. Watch this.
Awesome.
And it, like, you can pack. I can't wait till I have like 10 of these. Well, not that I need 10, but I want a rainbow, so I'll probably have 10.
Yeah.
Eventually. But they're so cool. So I'm testing it out. The Rolags that I just finished that I was talking about, I applied them onto this, and it worked great so far. The diameter of is this the shaft, I guess? Is smaller than a normal, I don't have one down here, I don't think. A normal shot bobbin. But I'm thinking, hey, I can fit more fiber on here, because it's a good bit different. So then it has these little ball bearings. I think this is the new way he designed it. It's from Akerworks, AKERWORKS.com. And he also has a Ravelry group. So you put it on. There's like little grooves that and then you just take it and you twist it till it clicks in, and it's like totally awesome. And that's why I want to spin so much this month, because of this thing. Because I want to like put it through its paces and give feedback and all that. But I love it, and it's so pretty.
It is. I'm kind of jealous.
I'm sorry.
Though I did sign up because he has the Kromsky, not in the works, but like
planning stages.
So I signed up to be on the list because I do have a Kromsky Sonata, and I wouldn't mind testing it out.
Yeah.
I'm waiting for the Ashford, which is not in the planning stages. It's not even a clickable link.
Okay.
But it's on the list, if that makes sense.
Yeah. So he has some that are already at Akerworks.com, like ready to buy. I think it's like a 2-week wait period though, because of like, the time involved in making them from your order. So if you do have a wheel that takes a bobbin that he already has, be prepared to wait a little bit. But they're way cool. And so then, like you said, or like I'm testing out the shot compatible bobbin. And then I think there's other ones out in testing. But then I think there's a thread that you can go to, like if your wheel's not even like on the radar, you could say, hey, I would like for you to do this wheel sometime, blah, blah, blah. And not that it'll get to it right away, but at least it's on there.
Yeah.
Oops. So anyways, check it out.
I think it's totally awesome. I saw pictures on Knittable's Instagram. She has an e-spinner that she had up, and she had pictures of her acrework bobbins, and she had like 3 or 4 colors. So it must be one of the earlier models that he developed and has them ready available for.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Which is pretty awesome.
Maybe.
They're just so pretty.
They really are.
And like fun. I kind of hope he does bulky. Like I will volunteer one of my bulky bobbins, which I only have 2. I will volunteer one for if he needs it. Not that he watches our podcast, but if he needs it for the Ashford traditional is what I have. The bulky bobbin, the Ashford one, he can borrow mine to model.
I think he just takes dimensions of things, but
right. So
yeah,
I'm just saying if he needs to look at
yeah.
one.
I'm excited for when he does the bulky or the jumbo bobbin for shot because I only have one. And it would be nice to have another one or 2. But that's it. You have anything to randomly talk about?
I do. I just pulled this out. So for our last, I should have talked about this in gym. Our last swap was our last cardio knit thing was trading sock yarn. So I took a little bit longer because I wanted to make everyone a stitch marker. So I made them, and they're the Weasley sisters. And then this one, they're like snagless. Mine's teal.
Very cool.
And I just kind of I made a bunch and I randomly sent them to everyone, so I'm not sure who got what. But that was why it kind of took so long.
Sorry, they're cool.
So, but this time it's like a sock swap, so it's different. Randomly. I don't think I have anything random. Oh, I got the most awesome package for my Reducia swap. And I'm going to show it to you because it's that awesome. Not that I wouldn't show you anyways, but this one's so awesome. So my swap partner is from, I'm thinking it's German. Yeah, the Deutsche Post.
Awesome.
So I opened it, and this theme was headmasters and headmistresses, and it was like folded and wrapped in this fabric. It's like a green.
Nice.
Stars. And everything was wrapped, and my person was Ivy, Green Ivy 1 is her Ravelry name, and so she put like Ivy in there, and then some of the stuff she wrapped with like tissues that were Ivy.
Very cute.
It was like the greatest thing. So like her note like walked me through the headmistress office and like all the stuff you found there for different reasons. So then she found these cute mini opal skeins.
Aw, they are cute.
So awesome.
How much weight is that?
Because
I saw a picture and I thought they were like full-size skeins. That's really cute.
They are cute. And then she sent me like inside this, which I think is like just a container of some sort. But inside there, this was like a snake and these. There's brandy in these things. Straight up brandy. I haven't tried it. I'm kind of scared. But it's totally awesome. She sent like 5 or 6 of them.
Nice.
I'm not like really scared. I just, had a lot of driving to do today. So then, because I'm that much of a lightweight, yes, I am. She sent me some cute tissues, which I'm always looking for anyways.
Yeah.
This one's frog, and then these are ladybugs. And then so on her note, on the back of the note was this picture sticker.
Cute.
Look at that. Isn't that cool?
It is.
So I thought it was cool. And then she knit me a mini sock, of course, because it's Reducio, and a pet snake.
That is cute.
It's super cute. So then I thought this was cute. She sent me this.
Ooh, that's pretty.
It's
What?
like a tin. And if
Ooh.
when I opened it up, she put inside, it says travel sized pocket pensive.
That's awesome.
So I figured I could put like stitch markers and stuff in there.
Yeah.
Or like little notions. Or whatever. And then this is like a puzzle.
Very cool.
And then, because it's the headmistress and headmaster's office, she also sent me some lotion, which I need to put in my purse, and some flowers, which I need to plant. But because it was the headmaster and headmistress's office, there were pictures.
That's cute.
So this is Dillis Derwent, and Snape. And then this is Phineas Nigellus. He must have left. So I thought that was funny. It made me laugh. And then she sent me these, which I'm excited to try. I just haven't yet. I should probably. They're like truffles with coffee inside.
Dude, that's cool.
I know. And then there was also, seriously, like I'm opening this and thinking, oh my gosh, this is awesome. So then there was this really cool notepad,
That's
like
cool.
a leaf, and also a pink owl,
Aww.
and some leaf stitch markers. And I don't know where my phone went. Here it is. And then, more awesome, she sent me this, which is totally awesome if I can get it to work. Keys.
That is totally cool.
And they're so awesome, like all different kinds of keys.
Where did that even come from? Like, how do you get that?
I don't know, but I wonder
awesome.
if they were like, they look kind of like craft keys maybe, like, but they're so awesome.
Like a
I
Hobby
want to
Lobby
like
type
hang
of
them
thing?
up. And then she said this on it was this really cool Slytherin keychain, which I think I'm going to take off and put on my actual keys. But it says on the back, property of the headmistress of Hogwarts.
That's awesome.
Something like that. Yeah. So I thought that was totally cool. Isn't that awesome?
That is.
So that's my Reducio.
I like the keys. Very cool.
So, sorry, that was my husband.
That's alright.
Anyways, and it was like, it came at the most perfect time. Now, for those of you who don't know us as much as, like, if you're a first-time listener, it's okay. Our mom has, it's okay, you don't have to know us so well. We're going to tell you anyways. Our mom has colon cancer, and she had a really rough month this past month, and so that's why we didn't podcast, because me and my family were actually traveling to Wisconsin and spending time with our mom because it was very serious. But hopefully now we can get back into the groove of things. She's not better, but she's not like 100% better, but she is on the mend, if that makes any sense, kind of.
Yes.
It's not going to get 100% better ever. So there might be times when, we won't podcast because it'll be bad. So just bear with us, and thanks for all the prayers and hugs that everyone in the House Cup gave us this last month, because it was really helpful. And that's why this package was so awesome, because I got it like the day after we got home, and I was still feeling pretty crappy and sad, and it was totally awesome.
Yeah.
So thank you, Ivy. It was awesome.
Yeah, but you all have been really awesome and nice and sweet.
And we appreciate it.
And we love you. And appreciate it. So.
Oh, and during that whole time, I have one more thing to talk about. During that whole time, notice my nails?
Yes.
I was hosting a jamboree. Sorry, I keep calling it.
I always call it a jamboree too.
A jamboree party. And look at Jessica's nails. So these nails I ordered from Beth Lauer. She's a jamboree consultant that
Are they?
Me host my party. And her daughter designed them. So I hosted the party.
I love it.
To sell. So I hosted a party to get my kit so I could become a jamboree consultant. So I am now a consultant.
Yay.
I also sell them. I'm waiting for my starter kit, anxiously waiting. And I got an email today. They sent my hostess prizes. They weren't really prizes. They were like what I earned and I bought. And all I did was host a Facebook party, and we just played a few games, and I invited all my friends, and we all tried out the nails, and I got my starter kit. I got the money off my starter kit, and then I had another $30 to spend on product. I got a free set of nail wraps and 5 half-price items.
Totally awesome.
Totally awesome for just having fun, basically.
Yes.
And so then I was like, I want to sell it. So I'm selling it. I'm so excited. I am having my first party. So if you weren't able to come to my jamboree party that I had to earn my kit, you can help me get a new dryer because our dryer's dying. So it sucks. Like, I was doing laundry and it's like squeaking. And I'm like, what the heck? Who is moving stuff around? And Madison's like, that's the dryer. I'm like, oh, crap. So anyways, but I'm so excited to be a jamboree consultant. I have some super awesome ideas because you can make your own design. You pay $6, but then you can order as many as you want at that same time. And I have like a super awesome idea that I'm going to try out, and then I'll let people like say, oh, I want some too, and then order them all at the same time.
That's how we get these ones.
Yeah, but we'll link to my website. It's alenawilliams.jamboreenails.net to shop at. And if you shop there, when you check out, make sure you click on the My First Party as the party you're attending, and it'll be free. And I want to announce, I'm going to announce it on my Facebook page, that anyone who buys from the My First Party and spends $45 or more, I'm going to make them a rice pack, so you can put your nails on, because normally you attach them with heat. Normally you would use a hairdryer or a mini heater that Jamboree sells. But some people, like if you're doing it for your kids, or like when we let mom sample some, we didn't want to put that super hotness on her, so we used a rice bag. You
heat it up in the microwave.
Right. I wasn't sure if it was called a rice pack or a rice bag. So anyways, you heat it up in the microwave, and then you just put it on your nails. When I put these nails on...
Did you use the rice pack?
I used a rice pack, and I love it. Like, I did a ton of dishes, a ton of laundry, and look.
You dyed your hair.
I dyed my hair. I went back to my natural color because I couldn't find the dark red I wanted.
Okay.
So I went to as close as I could get. It'll lighten up some, like I just did it last night.
It
but
looks like
they lasted, and look how good. You still can't tell.
Yeah.
Through dyeing hair. And my hair's pretty long now.
Mm-hmm.
And dyeing it like, not only did I dye it, I took out color and then put new color on. So I was like in the shower washing my hair like for 2 hours yesterday, and then drying it, and I looked like the divination lady. What's her name?
Trelawney.
Oh my gosh, my hair was like, because when you dry, like if you don't put product in curly hair and you dry, it's like
I have like a halo of fuzz.
So anyways, back to that jamberry. I'm so excited. If you have any questions, send me a message.
They're super
awesome.
fun.
They're like so much fun. They're like, you can do specialty designs or you can do like colors and they last for 2 weeks.
Here's my thing. With nail polish, like I always had to plan a time and day when I was actually going to paint my nails that I couldn't knit or spin. Like with these, right. you put them on and you can craft.
Right.
No smudging.
So hold this up so you can see the website.
Yep.
And I can't hold my hand still. So I appreciate your business. If you have any questions, just ask. I'm so excited to share it with everyone.
They're way cool.
And if you want to host a Facebook party, just let me know. Or we could do it in our podcast group on Ravelry where you invite.
You need to make ones with little knit stitches.
I know. I was
or cables.
Yeah, I have plans. Serious plans. serious plans.
Totally awesome.
Okay, I'm just talking. Do you have anything else you want to talk about?
Gabe is turning 11 tomorrow.
Ha ha.
I feel old.
Ha ha. I already feel old because my daughter's 14.
I know. It's just weird. It's crazy.
Oh my gosh. Bella fainted.
Oh, that's right. I'm not laughing.
I'm not laughing either. We went to, so we were gone for 2 weeks. Thank goodness we cyber school / it's like homeschool, but anyways. So we came back and they went to the center today. They couldn't go earlier this week because they had PSSA testings, which is the Pennsylvania State School something, where they test the school to make sure they're teaching the kids what they need to know.
Right.
So they went today. And today is the Americana concert where they like honor soldiers. Oh, okay. So they sang and like they have a retired teacher who comes in and teaches the students like all kinds of music. Like this guy is amazing. Like he knows all this musical instruments and he teaches it, like they're for private lessons. He does like lessons for them so the kids can do it. So that they could show off their stuff. They have these concerts every couple of months.
Yeah.
Okay, not really. Every 6 months or whatever. So like we had one at Christmas and now we have one.
Twice a year.
So they did the Americana one. So they were singing like, Americana songs. And so Bella's like up there and they're singing. And at first I was kind of grumpy about doing it because I had so much I had to do today. Mm-hmm. But then I went and I started enjoying it because watching the kids like play their guitars or violins or clarinets, like it was just so cute. And I mean, some of these are like high school students, but it was still really cool. So then they're up there singing and all of a sudden, like I was sitting further back because I got there a little, not late, but there were seats were already filled.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, there's like kids looking like this. I'm like, what the heck? And I look up and I'm like, that's where Bella was standing. And she like had fainted. So like, I'm like, excuse me. And I like got up and walked up there. And I was like, are you okay? And it was like really bad. So Andy's going to come in, so you're going to have to cut it out. I already told her to cut it out. So
I might leave it in.
So we go up there, and I don't know what it was. She had eaten, like, a bunch of popcorn as a snack, and then right after that, I was like, oh, we have to go. Here, have a sandwich. So we made sandwiches. And so I thought at first it was low blood sugar because we gave her water and then punch and a cookie, and her color started coming back.
Weird.
So I'm not sure. I have to call the doctor tomorrow and find out what it was.
Yeah.
Thinking it was probably low blood sugar because after she ate something, she's like perked right up.
That's crazy.
But it scared everyone. Like, I was like, oh, and she was like embarrassed a little bit. And so, but all the kids came up and they were like, hey, because they call her Izzy. Are you okay? Izzy, are you okay? And like, this was after they finished their concert, you know, and we were sitting on the side. And, but she was really bad. And then her one friend was like crying. She was like, I'm so scared. I felt so bad for her. I was like, oh. But like, after talking to her, I figured it was like what I used to do when I was younger. Like when I hit like my elbow or my knee or a certain nerve or like get a shot, everything like goes black, and then you wake up and it's like really noisy. So it's like I pass out. So she was explaining it to me, and that's exactly what I went through. And she said she got really hot and she felt really sick. And I was like, when that happens, next time you just sit down. Because you're sitting, you're not going to fall.
Right.
So she was like, yeah, but I would have felt weird. I'm like, it doesn't matter. If you're going to pass out, you sit down.
Otherwise you could crack your head open or something. Like,
I know she was like in the middle row, so the people behind her caught her.
Yeah. I mean, if she would have, was she on bleachers type? Like, she could have, like,
they
fallen.
Little steps, because it was, like, in a gym.
But still, you know, dangerous.
Yeah, it was, I felt really bad. And then she felt, like, really, I think she was embarrassed.
Mm-hmm.
But all the kids, you know how kids are, when they see something, they're like, that's totally cool! And they, like, want to talk about it, so.
Yeah.
Hopefully the doctor can help us out and figure out what it is. I mean, if anything, I'll just start putting like sweet tarts in her backpack, so if it happens again, she can just quick eat sweet tarts or something.
Yeah.
Because if it is sugar.
We're almost done.
So anyways, that was my night, and that's why I've been kind of out of it tonight and not helpful. So yeah, it's been a crappy month/night.
Yeah, I'm very excited for the start of the new term. I switched nests, not for any, like, reason. Like, I liked my old nest. But I just wanted to meet some new people. And, I don't know, whatever. So I'm in the wolf snakes now.
Ooh, that's a talky group.
Super talky. Like, I've been in there, like, a lot. And I'm like, brah! But it's fun. Like, the start of...
I the water mocks, and I thought mine was talky, but I, like, missed yesterday, and I had to skip, like... Well, at the beginning of term, it's always more talky. I had to skip, like, 15 pages. But normally it's only, like, 100 posts. But I'm like, I never am going to catch up, so tell me if I missed anything. Because I can't catch up on that.
Yeah, no. But it's just fun. I love the first day of sorting and all that kind of stuff. So I'm enjoying him. That's it, I think. I don't know. My head, like, this month has just messed with me, so I don't think well. Like, I'm out of it.
Which is why I wrote my newt on a piece of paper.
I just know I need to be halfway with this, so it's, like, kind of simple enough. Which I'm not there yet.
I'm not either. Tomorrow I need to start washing. But I have, like, special orders I need to work on. Okay, we're just rambling, so...
Totally. And it's, like, an hour plus. Thanks for watching.
We'll talk to you next week.
Bye.
Bye.